What's up, YouTube? Robert the Coroner Drapp here with my friend Mystic, and today I have not only a special guest, but a very special episode of the Coroner's Corner. Today, we were actually able, when we dropped by our local liquor store, to pick up something special, weren't we?
Yeah, we found the Game of Thrones stout, or ale, white ale.
The Winter is Here Winter White Ale, and I shall now read for you the back label. For generations, the great houses have warred among themselves for control of the seven kingdoms. Now a greater peril looms in the north, the others. Their existence can no longer be denied. Winter is here, and with it comes the epic, perhaps final, battle. Fortify yourself with this Belgian-styled double white ale, brewed with white pepper and sea salt. The aroma contains bready malt, clove, and banana and honey. The flavor has peppery spice up front and finishes with a hint of honey sweetness. This ale offers unique flavors and aromas. All Omniganging ales are known for. It's Ommegang.
I guess
This
that's
must
like
be
one of
it must be the style that they brewed this in, because I've heard of various other ones. This is gonna be dangerous.
Should I backing up a little bit?
Well, no, I know what I actually used to work at a liquor store, and one of the things they tell you is when you're uncorking a like a champagne or a wine, you don't do that double thumb thing underneath here. So life hack, people, don't do that. What you're gonna do is you're gonna grab here, and you're gonna just twist it like you would a soda bottle, and it comes open, so it doesn't fly everywhere.
I guess if you're going for that effect, like, yeah, party!
Yeah,
Champagne,
I guess that
wasted so much money. Yeah.
Oh, did you notice they don't do that anymore? They basically are doing like beers.
No, they
Like
still
Bud,
do.
like Budweiser,
Oh.
which, look at that.
Like that.
Whoa, that was terrible. I'll take that one. I'll give you something better. Because I don't like a lot of head in my beer, but I was trying to show the camera.
I like a lot of head in my beer. And in life.
We're doing memes now.
That's not a meme. That's an innuendo.
Well, might as well do both.
I mean,
If you
would
can.
it be about the same because you have to wait for your bubbles to sit?
Almost. I'm trying to distribute it evenly, because we are a communist state here on the Coroner's Corner.
Oh my god. Commies. I can't believe I'm drinking beer with a commie.
God dang commies everywhere. I don't know if I'm going to keep that part, though. Alright. Now that we got that out of the way.
It smells great so far.
Oh yeah, just get your nose in there. Very light.
Yeah.
And infused with Omnigang's creative upstate NY spirit, each ale offers perfect balance and a pure drinking pleasure. This is actually officially licensed by HBO, which is kind of why
official product. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh yeah, I like it. It's really smooth.
That's
and
a lot.
It's not light at all.
I thought it was gonna be. I thought the pepper was gonna hit a little harder than it did, but
comes
it.
After.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of it now. It's just not that harsh.
No.
And I'm actually getting the salt very in there. I guess it might also have to do with what I was eating before we started
I ate
recording.
something salty before. I was eating the crackers.
You were eating the crackers?
Yeah.
I actually ate. I made.
You ate the pepper?
No, I made sliders.
Oh yeah.
Tonight for dinner,
oh,
and
that's perfect.
they had like Saltgrass Steakhouse seven seasonings and salt, pepper, wonderful things like that. And I decided to throw onions and barbecue sauce on there, honey barbecue sauce. So.
Oh, so that's probably what's kind of throwing it off is the honey barbecue
maybe,
sauce.
but we'll see how it goes. I'm also getting very, very citrus in there because I'm
when
not
it
just
first goes down, yeah, because that, I mean,
because I am having to fight myself from just taking it in because it will absolutely velvet smooth fly down, but I want to taste it. I want to keep it
so I'm
there.
just kind of like, the first sip I took, I was like, oh my god, I want more. But I had to stop, just kind of let myself have 2 sips. And then now I took about 3 or 4. And I let the 4th one kind of just play on my tongue a little bit. Yeah. It's kind of like, it's sweet when you taste it. It's sweet to taste. But then you get like didn't they mention weedy? Like something.
Like a very bread.
Yeah.
And
it's because it's a beer.
Well, for me, I like to almost like I'm chewing it. Take it and move it around with like my lips and my gums to help it coat the tongue so that way I get everything that the beer has to offer. And I am very much getting that hint of honey that is playing very powerfully to being smooth.
To me, I taste the banana right away. But it's like, I think that the banana is what's giving it its kind of texture in a way. Because it's just thick. And I love it. I'm like loving this so far.
Almost wish we'd have bought another bottle, right?
Yeah, but they're pretty.
Okay.
It'd be like $100.
just to illustrate, this bottle, which is how big is this thing? 1 imperial pint. The 1 pint, 9.4 fluid ounces. This was $8.99 plus tax at the local Specs. That's how much this was.
I thought it was like $9.99.
No, because if you go to Specs and pay credit or debit or cash, they give you a discount, and it was $9.
So $9 a bottle.
$9 a bottle, and you could only buy. They don't come in like packs, which I think that the only way you'd get a discount is if you were buying a 6-pack case. I don't know if they come in 6 or 12, because it would be 12.
They probably come in about 6. Keep them in small shipments.
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna sell a ton of these.
You're not gonna sell them every day. They're not gonna be out on the market very long, unless they just decide like, oh, this is really good, so we're gonna keep it out, which would be great because it's. Really
it is very much marketed towards people like us that like beer and like Game of Thrones.
You could totally serve this at like a viewing party.
Damn it! Now I'm gonna have to go online and search through and see what the other Game of Thrones beers are, because I'm sure there's probably about 8.
Oh, for each kingdom.
Well, probably one for each of the great houses. So you got Lannisters, Targaryens.
Does the Baratheons count, or that's just the Lannisters?
Well, I would say Lannisters, Starks, Targaryens. You've got obviously the White Walkers.
I didn't know that was a house.
Yeah,
See,
I'm not counting it as a house, but I'm counting it as one thing they would probably have printed.
I mean,
and
like
then,
they kind of got to.
You could also probably make a strong argument for either one of those guys, except for House Bolton, which doesn't exist anymore. More spoilers. I probably should have said spoilers first, but
I'm only in season like 5.
You are not going to hate how that ends. I promise you.
Oh, I didn't hate how 3 ended. 3 was so great. Oh my god.
How that ends.
And how that became like the Sentinel. I wonder who they're. I'm just curious. I don't even want to know. I don't want to know until I watch it.
I'll throw this out as far as what I have heard and what I know about house sigils. The way that a lot of them worked was when you became a knight, when you finally, your family had put you through that training and you had done the great deed enough to earn the rank of knight and then earn the money that came with it through prestige and being hired to be basically a bodyguard.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
Jamie explaining that. Jamie is.
Yeah,
oh my god.
Yeah, he's amazing. He is amazing.
I love to hate
even
him.
Better.
I love to hate him.
He's going to be your favorite by the end.
Really? Everyone says that. Like him and Cersei.
Cersei, I'm firmly in the camp that she has lost her mind. She is officially insane. She has regressed to the point she no longer has sanity.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, she's obsessed with the game.
Well, not only that, I think it's the death of a grieving mother who's seen just the tragedy of her house go through everything that she's gone through with Joffrey and had to live through that. And then Tomlin, and it's like, what the fuck?
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, again. I'm just going to keep talking about the fact that I'm caught up, and we've got, another year? Until the next season?
November is when, I thought.
Yeah,
I heard
next
something.
November.
Yeah, November 8th or something like that.
Now that I'm sitting here and I'm not, taking it in, I'm actually getting a lot more pepper coming in. And that's wonderful.
See, that's weird. I'm like getting totally different.
Well, and that's the wonderful part, and why I actually want other people here when I do beer tastings, is so that way it's not just my palate that comes across here in the video.
I'm definitely tasting the honey then. It's like my favorite. I love ales that don't have a very watery aftertaste.
Oh yeah.
Because that's like one thing. It's like you taste an ale or like an IPA and it'll be like really good. And then like the aftertaste is just like that really good flavor but just like water. And this one doesn't do that at all.
That's not good.
Yeah, I hate that. It's I love the taste of water, but I would prefer to have it blend very nicely with my beer because it's just supposed to. Mm-hmm. I don't know, it's like it sits on top of the water.
Oil and water.
Yeah, it's like gross and weird.
Don't need that. But no. I mean, it I think that if I could find, because obviously that this is very much a reference to the Stark House. I don't know if they have like a dragon's ale, and I would absolutely buy a dragon ale from
that would be cool.
That universe.
Maybe it's a different one. Maybe it would be like, well, it'll probably be an IPA.
Well, I think the Lannister one will probably be an IPA, and you know what? If it doesn't feature a Tyrion reference on the label, officially the worst beer I've ever drank. Don't even have to open it. If the Lannister beer does not feature a reference to Tyrion, just shove it in the trash.
But
straight in.
Well, yeah, because he's like an alcoholic. Oh, boy,
he himself.
Guy.
He himself even said, "I want to own a vineyard." This isn't Peter Dinklage. This is the character Tyrion had said in the middle. I don't want to be a nobleman. I don't want to be doing this shit. I want to own a vineyard, and I don't want to do shit.
Just want to have wives.
Because it's not worth the headache of everything that everybody does. I would rather own a vineyard. So
he's such a good guy. Like he kind of just. Well, at the same time, he's not. But like, he's a very conflicting character.
Yeah, I mean, the way that I look at it is very much he's neutral good. And I don't think I could have put that any nerdier. In the fact that he... Neutral. Well, not even that, because it's not so much that he... Because the way I've always looked at chaotic neutral is, I will do anything as long as you pay me. He's not in it for the money. Because he was born into money. He doesn't need money. Mm-hmm. He's never had... Well... It's up until I was going to say up until you know, he broke away from his house and decided to start trying to go on the road.
Wait.
You know, like when he got
I could
captured.
figure.
You know, early
Season 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was him living rough, because he was so used to having to deal with, I'm a Lannister, I tell you, hey, you do this thing, and Dad pays the bill.
Regardless.
I don't really have to worry about shit. I could walk into a bar, say, hi, I'm Tyrion Lannister. Everybody's going to believe it because they've heard Tyrion Lannister is a dwarf. Mm-hmm. And they're going to go, oh, you're Tyrion Lannister, huh? Wow. No, yeah, I can buy that. Here, you want something to drink? You want a good room? Hey, we'll kick somebody out of their beddings and throw you in there because we want to be in the Lannisters' favor. So that's always how he's lived, except when every time he's ever gotten captured,
yeah,
and then he's had to live rough, and then he's used his intelligence to get out of that, and he is very charismatic. And the reason I say he's neutral good is because he wants to do the right thing. Every time he's ever been in a situation, he's done what he believed to be the right thing. Whether it is actually the right thing or not, for a good cause, was never his concern. It was, I'm doing what I think is right, and I don't care what you have to say about it, because I'm going to convince you that I'm right. And then he does. Which is
I love him.
Which is fucking crazy.
Yeah, he's really
and
good.
I think the biggest part about it, you know, translating from the books to the show, that made the character really come to life, and really that you could understand how he can keep getting out of shit like this. Because in the books, he's actually really ugly. He's like, fuck ugly.
So he's just really fucking ugly, but...
Is he a
dwarf still?
He's a dwarf, he's really ugly, and he's got heterochroma. So his eyes are two different colors. Or, I'm sorry, no, his eyes are violet before you start reaching for the fucking keyboards. Because I fucking know you're reaching. Will. I love my buddy Will. He's a great guy.
I will.
Will, okay everybody, this is my mid-video plug for another great channel, because I don't have a lot of viewers, but I know he does, and I will plug his channel because he does good work. My buddy Will at Peace, Love, and Guns, please go check him out. He does great work, and he's always trying to help me, so might as well plug him. I mean, and I think the thing that gets me is I'm trying to, you know, raise the game here that I have, and I feel like I'm doing very well. And tomorrow I may put out 2 videos, because I'm going to be trying to do another, I don't know if I have one in me, Rob's Random ROMs, and then a coffee review for the coffee, and you know how I'm going to put it together with the whole coffee beans and the
Coffee press?
Yeah, and the French press, and I'm going to try it as a coarse medium grind first, instead of just straight in coarse. So we'll see how that works. Because I know nothing about coffee, but this person does.
Well, the coarser the grind, the better the flavor, because the grind has to correlate with what you're using. So if you're using a French press, you're going to want a coarse grind. But if you're using a Turkish press, you're going to want a really fine grind.
Yeah, well, I don't.
You don't have a Turkish
I don't have the Turkish coffee
but that's
maker
just
yet.
an
That
example.
is on the list. And another thing that's on the list, which is probably going to come with my next paycheck, if I can afford it, a Chemex. I'm going to actually buy a Chemex.
I don't know what that is. Elaborate.
We're on our phones here today on the Coroner's Corner.
Your background's so cute.
Oh yeah, I mean, greatest day of my life when I married that man. Probably a bad idea, but love him to death anyway. That is a Chemex. Basically, you put the filter in the top part.
That's just a pour over.
Yeah, let's see if we can do that.
Over.
Yeah, see that guy.
But I bet that's a lot tastier.
Well,
than a pour over.
And the way that this one works, and I have a pour over. It's in the it's that rocket shaped one that's out there. Yeah. It's just, it looks like a space shuttle bottom. It has the big jets, and you just pour water in over the top of the coffee and make sure you got a filter in there, because if you don't, it's not gonna work, or at least not work out very well for you. But that's one of the things I'm gonna step into next, is getting that Chemex, because I want one to try out, that style of coffee making.
It's one of the best that you can do. Pour over, French press, and a Turkish press is the best way to taste your coffee.
I mean, I remember trying, or I remember when I figured out that I wanted to try doing better coffee, and that was actually from watching Tinker Tailor Solder Fry on Loading Ready Run's YouTube channel. And they had Serge, who has invested a lot of passion into coffee.
I didn't know that.
He's a great guy. He's very very pure, very honest, and very earnest about his love of coffee. And he made coffee on the stream.
I feel like you really, because I really love making coffee. I like how it grows. Like, I can do more research on that. I can't expand, but I know where good coffee grows and like how to make good coffee. But it's so, like, it really is like an acquired hobby.
Yeah, I mean, I very much look at it as the same thing that with the beer. Beer, wine, cigars, and coffee are all very much in the same wheelhouse for me, where, yeah, I have my standbys. The ones that I will turn to when I just want to get to a certain emotional feeling or certain flavor. Mm-hmm. And cigars, I have just these cheap cigars that I'll buy. They're called Factory 59 Throwouts. They're like $1.84 a pop. They ain't worth shit. But they taste they taste good, and they're at a good price. And in beer, I'd have to say it's probably Shiner Bock.
I like Shiner.
Shiner's good.
Shiner's wonderful.
I want to eventually go do the Shiner brewery tour.
Oh,
in Shiner.
My favorite is St. Arnold. Like I told you, like I love St. Arnold and Blue Moon.
Blue Moon is so good. And for me, it's also very weird, because it's the one beer for me that I found I can drink it warm or cold, and it doesn't matter, and it's really good. I suggest Blue Moon all the time. I remember my friends had getting it with oranges.
That's a really good idea.
Oh no! If you go to Star Cinema and you buy a pitcher of Blue Moon,
they give you orange slices?
They give you orange quarters. Or at least they used to. I don't know if they still do this, but that's because I don't drink or eat while I'm there anymore, because it's too expensive. But they would put it on the pitcher of beer. They would stick like 4 orange quarters on there and go.
Yeah,
it's really good. But thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me, Miss Mystic. And I will see you all next time.
Bye!
recording. Stinger.